In this next part of the demonstration, we're going to be focusing in on the boiler room. We're going to do that by activating a zone. Zones are created to specify particular areas of the assembly that we want to work on. In this case, we're going to be looking at this boiler room, and we're going to be adding some pipes to this area of the assembly. And in order to add pipes, Solid Edge has a specific environment called Express Route. Within Express Route, we have Path Express, which automatically creates paths between two openings, such as from the fitting and the pump. The initial setting is the shortest distance between those two fittings, and we can also specify the port length, or how long we want the pipe to be coming out of each of those fittings. And then we can cycle through all the different ways that we can get from one opening to the next based on the orientation of those fittings. Once we're happy with that, we click Finish and our paths are automatically created. By default, Solid Edge creates pipes that are parallel or perpendicular to the ground. By removing that parallel relationship, we can add gradient to our pipes by simply adding a dimension or an angle dimension between the segments. This allows for a liquid to drain from the pipes when the pump is not on. In this case, we're just going to add 5 degrees of gradient to each of these segments. Once we're happy with the paths that we've created, next we need to actually add the physical pipe to the path. To do that, we simply select the standard that we want to use, the size of pipe that we want to use, the standard for the fitting, and then also the type of fitting. The final step then is to tell Solid Edge that we're going to allow gradient within this pipe run, allowing an angle between the pipe and the actual fitting, a slight angle. Once we've done that, we select the paths and Solid Edge does the rest. It's going to add fittings, elbow fittings, to the corners of the pipe path automatically, and then it's going to figure out the distance between those fittings and automatically add our pipe runs. Once that's complete, we may decide that we want more gradient to the pipe, and so we can simply change the angle of the path using the dimensions, and the pipes are going to automatically update to that change. In this case, we're just adding a few more degrees of gradient to our paths. Now, as we look at our pipe runs, we can see that we have some interference between the two pipes because they have the same port length segment. They come out from the pump at the same distance, and so they intersect. And so to fix this, it's quite easy. All we need to do is add a dimension to the path coming from the pump and change that dimension, which is going to adjust the path. And when we do that, just like changing the angle, the pipe's going to automatically update to the change to the path. And this removes our interference. Finally, we're going to use Solid Edge's powerful selection tools to change all of the pipes in the entire assembly to be the same color. To do that, we simply use the Select tool and the filter that we have for finding all pipes, or finding all parts that are identical, change their color, and of course they're all going to update. The next thing that we're going to be showing is the platform zone. So we'll change our zone once again to focus in on another area of the assembly.